Today, President William Ruto decided to reject Rigathi Gachagua's shares narrative during MASHUJAA Day celebrations held in Kwale County. Allow me to play for you a clip where Ruto is telling Kenyans that every citizen has got full shares for development. Listen to this before we proceed.
And boldly to the future generations is that every citizen of Kenya is a full and equal member of our political community, entitled to make a contribution to nation building and with an inalienable right to a full, just and fair share of all the benefits that accrue from our development. No proposition to discriminate or to unjustly diminish one while enlarging another's right is admissible anywhere. Therefore, any formula seeking to exclude, alienate, or disenfranchise any person, group of community for any reason is repugnant to the very essence of our nationhood. We are one people, and Kenya is one united, indivisible, and
in case this is your first time, take a second, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I followed and listened to that speech by President William Samoei Arap Ruto. Forget about what the government has done. But there are some issues that the president was addressing, political issues, and what is affecting his government. And it seems like the person who is affecting his government is none other than the impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who also broke silence today and accused the president of withdrawing his security detail. In fact, he left Karen Hospital in a private car without security. He told Kenyans that if anything will happen to him, then William Ruto must be accountable. But let us come back to William Samoei Arap Ruto's speech. Why do you think he decided to choose MASHUJAA Day celebrations to address the issue of shares? William Ruto was informing the rest of Kenyans that what led to the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua is the shares narrative. And by the way, I don't like the head of state, but he is the president. But there are people who feel that this word, shares, is creating disunity. And that is why in his speech, the president was stressing on we must treat each other equally, contrary to what the shares narrative is talking about. And the person who was leading the shares narrative is none other than the impeached deputy president. So tell me, what comes in your mind when the president takes this opportunity? And this was a message to the rest of Kenyans, and he addresses the issue of shares. That clearly indicates Rigathi Gachagua was impeached based on shares, because that shares narrative to the president, it is a threat to the security, it is a threat to the unity of Kenyans. And by the way, in the constitution, the president is the symbol of national unity. So addressing that particular issue, that is one of his functions. The president also says every citizen in Kenya has full shares for development, contrary to what the shares narrative is addressing. And that is why I must be brutally honest. The relationship between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua cannot be repaired. William Ruto is against shares, and those who are close to Rigathi Gachagua are feeling that these shares must be addressed because it was in the Kenya Kwanza coalition agreement. Remember during the time that Rigathi Gachagua was defending himself, he said, and he exposed the shares according to how Wetangula was supposed to get his shares, how Mudavadi was supposed to get his shares, how Amason Kingi was supposed to get his shares. And I strongly believe that what is leading to Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment, politically speaking, is that the word of shares exposing what is not in the constitution but was a political agreement between political parties within the Kenya Kwanza coalition, and the political parties, they are not happy with such kind of exposes by the deputy president. So it was something that was obvious. The people that you're exposing are the people that are going to adjudicate your issue. Is it possible to survive? It is not possible. The president in his speech is saying Kenya is one people. Kenya is united. The president was addressing the simple issue. Shares. Shares is creating this unity in Kenya. We must end shares. And who is going to be, whose political career is being ended here? Rigathi Gachagua. Without a doubt, Rigathi Gachagua. And today Rigathi Gachagua came and said that they attempted to assassinate him through food poison, which was so sad. I can't advocate for somebody to be eliminated just because we disagree. That is not mature politics. If they wanted to assassinate him, that is so sad. I must be honest, that is so sad. But these people don't want you. That is the reality on the ground. Is either you leave, form your political party, build your own constituency, and destabilize them the way you want. Now, in William Samoei Arap Ruto's speech, he said, let us stop tribalism. Now, talking about tribalism, and remember how Kimani Ichung'wah started calling off the deputy president that Yulem Kabila, tuwache ukabila. This is it. The president was addressing the issue that led to the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. And that is what I'm saying. The president rejected Gachagua's shares narrative during MASHUJAA Day celebrations. Then the president ended his speech by saying, let us be united. The president was addressing what could have led to division in this Republic of Kenya. I don't know what you think, but I feel William Ruto was addressing and also rejecting Gachagua's shares narrative during MASHUJAA Day celebrations. He was calling for unity, which is not bad. I don't know what you think, but please let me know what you think in the comment section so that we can understand what you feel, because it is your democratic right to have a different opinion. Now, in this channel, I promise that at the end of my videos to carry out civic education, remember to register as a voter and demonetize politics as soon as possible. Once you can do that, you will be in a position to elect better leaders of high integrity. Bye for now. I will see you in the next video.